So I think we are very fortunate to have him in our midst today. And I think usually you all know when we have people like him, I want them to address us. You know, we cannot stop learning. And for every wisdom we garnish from some of these people, I think the better Farmalat will be. So I know his schedules are tight, but at least for another 10-15 minutes, let's hear words of wisdom from him. So please help me welcome powerful. Hope we are recording. We have started recording. Oh, fantastic! Help me welcome powerful Dr. Charles IBE.
I don't know what makes me powerful. All emphasis is yours. I'm not borrowing any of your emphasis. And I hope your media is on. Yes. I'm seeing wonderful faces. What I tell people when I was MVMA president, and I go about telling people, and I go about authoring mind, trying to push mind to be on the successful path in life. And when I see these young vets trying to take oath, and immediately after their oath, I tell them, what I'm seeing is ministers, commissioners, your excellencies are excellencies. And for the ladies here, please, I know the love is blind. For the men, love is blind. But make sure you have eyes. You are not love in every emphasis. A trust pusher cannot marry a doctor in the name of that love is blind. Anyway, in the emphasis I am trying to lay, I never prepared for this speech. So if I make mistake, he's the cause. But if I don't make mistake, if I do well, clap for me. Don't clap for him. Because I never knew. I came here to market my product, which you people know. The Vexime line is a line that I have been religious addicted to. And for the benefit and for the good of God and the God Almighty is 95% in the market, the tablet. The oil we are looking for competitor. If you people have any competitor, please. It's not good to ventilate a space that you are having a smooth ride. It doesn't toughen you. Competitors toughen people and move ahead of them. And that leads me to what the topic I am preparing in my mind, competitive age. And what is the competitive age? It's a driving force whereby you go ahead of your competitors. It's a driving force where you live ahead of the time, where tomorrow will pursue you instead of you pursuing tomorrow. You know, there's a way you can work your mathematics well. I agreed we're in a gallivanting economy, whereby the economy is somersaulting on seconds, on records, on. You can see my products will be increasing prices. But the thing is that we know that you cannot plot well. But that doesn't mean you cannot plot better. It gives you the impetus. I want to see hard time. And I like his fishing in turbulent waters, in murky waters. That makes me remain what I am. I don't need a smooth ride in life. Smooth ride does not make any human being. Okay, people who have stolen our money, where are they today? Some of them are carcasses. Some of them who make cheap money, some of them are not living well. As one of them, our past president, is crippled today. That is not the kind of life we are. We don't want, and that is not what I'm praying for you people. If you have a sky, if you move this company to sky, as you are creating branches, who will manage those branches? It is not you that started the company. So that is the thing. It's what you sow, it is what you reap. You cannot sow banana and reap orange. You cannot sow orange and reap breadfruit. It's what you sow in life. And another thing I want to tell you is that shortcut is a shortcut to short life process. And that is what I want to tell you people. Some people have stolen me. Where are they? They're in the dustbin of history. And I am still moving on. They have never damaged anything on me. Instead of them, they damage themselves. When you think evil, sow evil, you reap evil. That is the life you are. And the funny thing that you are reaping evil does not stop in your age. It might visit or revisit your coming age. Why make that mistake? And I tell people that there are mistakes you make in this life, it will consume you. There are some mistakes you make in this life, you try to correct it because any mistake you're bound to be corrected. But even in your grave, you'll be struggling. That mistake is still living. It will have it predate it post it's going to post-date you. Why making that short was move? Like if you go to some hospitals, you go to where they keep AIDS patients. It's a small mistake. 1 minute no do. And look at where I landed them. The eternity. They are in suffrage. Why not avoid it? There are some clinical things you have to. There are things you need to avoid in life. Imagine 1 minute no do. You people know what I mean. It's landing you in 1004 bedding in UNTH. I know they dump them in one place because they are knowing they die in the next second. Why make that little mistake? The thing is, if you translate it to business, it's the same thing. People had sowed bad seed in business and they reap bad fruits. If you any seed you sow is what you reap. You conjure yourself to be ahead of time. Excellency will be your watchword. I always tell people, in strict sense, I tell people that success, I even said over there, success is landlord. It can drive you out any day. Quote me. This is, if there's nothing that you learn from today, success is landlord. It's renting you. You're not renting success. It can leave you any day. You know the way landlord threw away tenants' properties, tenants who couldn't pay, or tenants who have troublesome children or whatever. The same thing, success. I have seen billionaires who have nothing till death. I've seen it. I have seen a lot of people. I have a relationship. If I say, if I open up, I'll be crying. But that is what life is all about. Life is typical. Life is not atypical. The way we are wired in life, people should avoid certain mistakes and certain strategies. So your strategy is upward driven. And why I say that success we are renting success is because why I say it is that it gives you impetus to work harder. Don't say, it's going to be in one of my lectures. It gives you an impetus to work harder. What does that do I mean by impetus to work hard? If you know that this thing will leave you today, you work hard to keep it tomorrow. That is the simple thing about life. Oh, I'm farmer lad, wherever the place is. And so what? I don't know people like who know Kodak when we are growing, the film industry. How many of you know Kodak? Have you seen Kodak? They were manufacturing film. Photography were anchored on film. And they refused to change with time and they lost the battle. By the time they rearranged to go into digital photography, everybody has, nobody time. If you have a button in your hand that you relay race and that button falls, your fellow sprinters will not wait for you. No, they even love it. They will zoom past you. And that's what happened to Kodak that are in perpetuity in history. This is number one in photography in the world. They believe in film technology. All these things technology I see here, they should be updated too. You can even see the computer is updating, the cell phone is updating itself so that you live with the time. So on this note, I'll tell you, live with the time. Thank you for giving me this audience, and God bless you.
All right. One of the key things that he said that struck me. How many of you know Kodak now? Like, it was just recent. They will tell you that they want to go and watch your film or something. Like, when you just mentioned that, where are they now? So you could be shining today and not shine tomorrow. Like,
live with time. And live ahead of time. That's the bottom line. And be on the path of what am I going to do? What does today obtain for me? How can I override it? And not the day overriding you. So that's it. I think I should go.
No, you can stay, sir.
No,
I know. He has an appointment with the Minister of State.
No, the minister, we're having a seminar with the minister.
Oh, okay. All right. So he needs to
They
be.
moved it to 11 o'clock, so. And then we'll start registration by 10:30.
10:30.
So I have to go.
All right. So I think what best, HR, you want to say thank you. Please come out so that you
Maybe
can
I've got
say.
one question.
Okay. Question. Yeah. Exactly.
Certain question, that's
Let's
why-
take one or two questions. All right. Good.
My name is Femi Mano.
Fed.
I want to ask.
Are you a pastor?
Is everybody sees your pastor online?
Yes, yes. No, sir. Okay, so I want to know, sir, how do you tend to keep yourself with the trend of time? If we're not going to expire, then we must be in time. So what are the activities you put in place to make sure you're in the trend of time?
To be strategic in seasons and out of seasons. Strategy should be your watchword. I started this business when dollar was 14 naira 50 kobo in 1991, and 6 months earlier, that is by June 1991, dollar was 8 naira a piece. So when it got to 14 naira 50 kobo, it was like unheard of. And that is when I started the importation. And some people has been swept aside because of the stupidity of competing with price. We were watching them. They will compete with price. The price will outcompete you. Instead of making 2 naira, you drop to 10 kobo. How can you grow? Meanwhile, your children's school fees on there. You want to, there are some goodies. Life is made up of some goodies or baddies. So if your strategy, if that I didn't sow that seed of strategy, now it is 1,100 something. How will I have? With 14,500 naira, I bought $1,000. Now 14,500 naira will give me around $12 from $1,000. So what prevents dollar being 1,200 to 2,000 tomorrow? Have you asked yourself? That means you are living on today. I've been adjusting my price to be ahead of times. So my own peculiarity cannot be your similarity. Everybody and every area has its own similarity. My peculiarity cannot be your similarity. Take this home. Take it to the bank. As you see now, when all this money, I'm telling you because my customer, when the thing was surging, I was laughing. Competitors I was there already. I knew it will come. If I have 14 naira 50 kobo to buy $1, 14 naira 50 kobo, and now it went to 100 naira, people are shouting. People were shouting when it was 8 naira to 14 naira 50. And you still remain today, as if to say dollar is 1,200 naira. It will overwhelm you. So it is strategy. Every area you have, there is a strategy to live ahead of tomorrow. Don't allow tomorrow don't allow you to pursue tomorrow. Allow tomorrow to pursue you. Now people are producing clean coal technology cars. In fact, in UK now, so I think by 2025 there's no paid fuel, and you're still in UK selling fuel. Can't you migrate to clean coal technology or electric technology? You're hearing me? You see, most of these things have some signals. There are markers. Like now, if you go to hospital and you complain periodically, the problem we have in Nigeria is that it's when we are dying we go to hospital. The strategy for your health is at certain stage. These are diseases prevalent in this day, non-infectious disease. Let's check like cancer. Let's check some parameters. It gives you some marker before even the lesion will come. If you don't run a PSA, there's a level it will reach. I said this is benign. It's about to be cancer. It's going to be benign. The same thing with gynae cancer. And I'm warning you, women, you have more cancer than men. No man has gynecological cancer. But there are parameters through which you check before it strikes. Because once it strikes, it's late. So why wait? It's strategy. I'm just moving around because my studies I move around. So if you are monitoring yourself for PSA and your PSA level has gone to, the marker is telling you the green light, yellow light, red light, and you're not doing anything, or you're in house sleeping instead of checking yourself. Because if you don't check yourself, it strikes. It will kill you. So what I'm trying to tell you, the same thing applies to business, apart every life specifications. is that you see the signal. Okay, now dollar moved from 14 naira 50 kobo to 1,200, 1,100. Now you drop to 1,000. People are shouting, and you think it will not rush to 1,005 tomorrow, and you are still living as if to say dollar is 1,000, or you're planning your business as if to say dollar is 1,000. You're making your mistake. I don't make that mistake. And if you watch the way I increase my price, it has been a gradual increase. It's not jumping, because I was there already before it arrived. My prices are not jumping. Sure, you notice it. 4.3, 4.2, 3.7. You know, some real movement. A customer of mine said I should give him new vaccine, because I don't import vaccine anymore unless on order. He bought it last 13,000. I went and checked. It's 40,000 from 13,000. But I have not jumped my price for 4,500 to 9,000, because I was waiting for today. And now I'm building it up gradually. To take out, so that my customers will take out the shocks. It will get to 9,000 one day. I'm sorry. That's the economy we find ourselves. You cannot live today in yesterday's method and accept to be better tomorrow. Hello? I think I've made some star statements here. You cannot live today. When we were doing mathematics, we are running mathematics with logarithm. You finish with log, you go to anti-log. When what do you call it? Calculator came in 1977, when I saw it first. They were banning it. You saw it with you, they will ban it. Because it's like expo to you. How can you answer? But if you try to ban it now, you can't move an inch. So that is the significance of life. You live within the time and ahead of time. Make sure that in your time you are above, you have cleaned it up. And if any challenge, you know what I mean, they will tell you the smell in Igbo. You know, I have adages in Igbo. The smell of farting. The smell of farting. When somebody farts, the smell of farting smells. You use it to estimate the test of physics. A na-eji isi ahụ amagịnị ụtọ nsị. Yes, that is, you use the smell of mess. You know, then you estimate that mess that's coming from that. If the guy is offloading physics, what is that physics will smell like? If it is lighter smell, it will be a lighter smell. But if it's a harder smell, it will be a harder smell. So you prime your tomorrow. Let your tomorrow not prime you. Oh, it's not emergency. Nothing is emergency. You create plan, and see, people say they have plan A, B. And in my consciousness, what I have is plan Z. I don't have plan B. It's plan Z. That means from A to Z. So sorry, from B to Z. Meanwhile, I'm holding A. How can you meet 26 alphabets in your plans? Life is not rosy. It's a hard drive. Life is hard. I think, anytime I handle microphone, I don't want to drop it. I think I will drop now. They said any chief that comes to Farm Alert might not be able to go. But it looks like I am going.
Thank you. Please, let's put our hands together for Elder Statesman. And most of the things he's saying, they are very thoughtful. Very thoughtful. Life might not just wait for you, right? So you need to just be ahead of it. They might be mentioning Farm Alert now. They might not mention Farm Alert in another 5 years. Or they will mention Farm Alert all over the world. So those decisions are...
What I'm saying is,
you can take the mic again.
What I'm saying in Farm Alert doesn't intrigue me, to be frank with you. It's a hard drive to do more. Because if I praise you, you relax. I don't praise people. I push people. I don't praise people. I push people because if I praise you, remember what I said, success is on rent.
Yeah, so we are pushed, right? We are pushed. We are pushed. Yes. Yeah. I, I can imagine. But our own notification is not that dangerous. They are dangerous notifications. Just joking. So, what do we say to Dr. Charles? I think HR, please come. She manages our human resources. So, you want to say thank you?
Oh, sure. It was an impactful. It's in less than 30 minutes. You dropped bomb within us. Our CEO used to say something to each of us that we should always be on top of our game. And coming today, like you've said rightly, you've pushed us, and we are pushed, and we will do more. Thank you very much, sir. And on behalf of the team, we appreciate your presence here, and we hope to see you again. And when next you come, you will be impressed.